Welcome back and good morning on this election day, 6:15. Polls open in 45 minutes. Voters in Rhode Island deciding on 5 statewide ballot measures today.
Sophia Szabo is here live in studio to break those down for us. Sophia.
Good morning, Kate and Patrick. The first ballot question is a once-in-a-decade decision. Should the state hold a constitutional convention? This is where elected delegates propose amendments to the state constitution. Rhode Islanders are asked this every 10 years. Supporters of the measures say it's long overdue, and adding an amendment could address important issues in the state. But opponents warn holding a convention could endanger civil liberties.
Eventually voted against it because it would have allowed any right-wing special interest to really change the Constitution to their benefit.
Questions 2 through 5 are bond referendum measures. Question 2 proposes allocating more than $160 million to improving higher education facilities at the University of Rhode Island and Rhode Island College. About $87 million would go towards constructing a biomedical science building at URI, and $73 million would finance renovating Whipple Hall on Rick's campus into a cybersecurity hub. Former Congressman Jim Langevin, who now chairs the Institute for Cybersecurity at Rick, urges the voters not to look at the bond as an expense.
An investment in our students, it's an investment in Rhode Island College, but most importantly, it's an investment in the economy of our state.
Now, question 3 on the ballot proposes allocating $120 million to increase housing availability. The funding would be used for new construction, renovations, and maintaining affordable housing. Question 4 asks for $53 million in green economy bonds. If approved, the money would go towards investing in environmental improvements and public recreational facilities. And question 5, it asks voters to approve $10 million to continue the Cultural Arts and Economy Grant Program. Those funds would go towards improving artistic centers across the state. And coming up at 5:30, I have a breakdown of the ballot questions in Massachusetts. And for more information on the questions in both states, we have a voter information guide on our website, WPRI.com. Live in the studio this morning, I'm Sophia Szabo, 12 News.
Our election coverage continues this morning. Polls open in just about 14 minutes now. In addition to voting on candidates, there are a number of questions on the ballot.
Massachusetts voters will decide on 5 statewide ballot measures. Sophia Szabo here in studio right now to break them all down for us this morning.
Good morning, Kate and Patrick. Let's start with question 1. Every 4 years, Massachusetts elects a state auditor who makes sure state agencies follow the law. They have access to most records, but not the ability to audit the legislature. Well, question 1 is asking voters to decide whether they should. The current state auditor, Dana DiZiglio, is urging voters to vote yes, arguing it would provide more transparency on how taxpayer dollars are being spent. Now let's move on to question 2. Voters are being asked to decide whether to eliminate the MCAS as a high school graduation requirement. Right now, public high school students must receive a competency determination from the state. This is most commonly done by passing their MCAS exam sophomore year. Opponents of question 2 call it a misguided initiative that will make school systems unfair, but supporters argue the standardized tests cannot fully measure the students' skills.
Teachers are really forced into a kind of framework of what they have to actually rely on at a particular time as opposed to really thinking about what is the best educational approach to getting the outcome for every student to be successful.
Other ballot questions, voters will decide on unionizing rideshare drivers, limited legalization of some psychedelic drugs, and whether to increase minimum wage for tip workers. For more information on these questions, we have a voter information guide on our website, WPRI.com. Live in the studio this morning, I'm Sophia Szabo, 12 News.